I just don't have one. A mysterious mask is displayed on the wall.
That's my grandpa's death mask.
The guy had a huge face.
It's Boss's grandfather's death mask. A souvenir from some rural town. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Decorated Christmas tree that's been here since the first time I was in this room. There's a lot of stuff hanging on the coat hanger. I know there is an achievement to click on everything in this room, and I won't see it because the way I've loaded the game. I'll only find out once I leave the game if I've got them all. I think I've got everything. Cold air is blowing from the AC.
I can't live without coffee. I love it smooth and dark.
I'm always amused by Boss's ability to make anything sound dirty. I wonder if she does it on purpose. The coffee maker is sitting on the shelf. It's a King Shogi piece. No. Thinking, can I move the where I'm standing, but no.
You think it's true that a tanuki's ball sack can stretch up to 10 square feet?
What?
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. It's a tanuki statue. I think that's everything now. She's sitting on the desk casually. About the case 6 years ago.
Hey, remember the case you brought up yesterday? The one that happened 6 years ago?
Date, forget about it.
What?
It's been a long time since I've been at a crime scene, and I got a little carried away, and... Look, it was a slip of the tongue, okay? Shouldn't have said anything.
That just makes me want to know even more.
That case has nothing to do with this one.
But it might. Last night you said this could be a copycat crime.
Yes, that's my point. It might be a copycat killer, but it can't be the same killer.
Why can't it be the same?
That's impossible. Literally impossible.
Why?
So it's not necessary for you to know about past cases. It would only cloud your judgment.
If they're a copycat killer, then they're copying the case from 6 years ago, so surely that would mean good reason to know about that case 6 years ago.
I don't accept that.
Just give it up, Date.
That theory doesn't work for me. Well, it is still there. I'll try again.
I wouldn't tell you even if my life depended on it.
Why are you keeping it such a big secret?
Even if you took me to the finest club in Kabukicho and showered me in Dompi, my lips are sealed.
But why, boss?
Yeah, why?
It's top secret, classified.
It was that bad, huh?
If that's how you want to interpret it. Give it a rest, Date. You keep prying into this, and I'll hit you with a sexual harassment complaint.
She definitely has a reason to hide it.
This isn't harassment or sexual.
I can make it sexual.
I'm sure she could.
It appears you wouldn't have an issue with that. I can detect your thoughts, remember?
Thank you for your input, Iva.
Yeah, I don't think he probably wouldn't have a problem with it.
Just promise me you'll let this go, okay?
No.
It's a delicate issue, even more delicate than my patience. So drop it. That's an order. Understood?
I don't want to drop it. I want to know more about it now. The more you try to hide it. I'm definitely not going to get anything else out of her. She can be surprisingly stubborn sometimes. Okay. I see you still haven't cleaned this place up.
Where do you think you are, Agent?
Metro Police Building in Kasumigaseki, Chiyoda District, Tokyo.
Underground. We're 6 stories underground.
Yeah, what about it?
No windows. It's suffocating in here. Dark and dreary all the time. So, I try to make my office colorful. Liven things up a little. It's like a party, right? I want it to feel fun in here.
Fair. What's the status of the investigation?
Who do you think I am, Date?
You're my boss? The commander of Abyss Metropolitan Police Department?
I mean, my name.
Huh. I honestly don't know.
I don't know either.
I've been calling you boss for 6 years, so...
Trust me, it's been more than 6 years.
So she knew us before we lost our memory 6 years ago. I suffer from a memory disorder. I don't remember anything past 6 years ago. I've been having flashbacks recently, fragments of my past.
Wait, what does your name have to do with our investigation?
Because if you knew me well enough, you wouldn't have to ask.
What?
Ah, so, nothing to report then. Got it.
Are there any leads at all?
I don't know if I would call them leads.
What about the ice pick? The one we found in Mizuki's hand?
We were able to identify the manufacturer, but it's sold nationwide. It would be impossible to pin down the buyer.
Damn.
We did determine that the shape of the pick and the puncture wounds on the victim match perfectly. We also discovered that the blood on the pick is the victim's.
Meaning that ice pick was probably the murder weapon.
Almost definitely.
But I don't think Mizuki was behind it.
The pick Mizuki was holding? The only prints on it are hers. The evidence is really stacking up against her.
No. She couldn't have done it. That's impossible.
Well, then you better hurry up and clear her. She is important to you, right?
Is there any other information?
Let's see. We have some more information about the victim, Shoko Nadami. It's up on the database. Although it's probably nothing you don't already know.
Well, maybe not. I haven't seen her for over a year.
Still, you know more about her than anyone else on the case, right? It's part of the reason why I assigned you to this.
Nadami Shoko, 36 years old. Female. Residence, Meguro District. Met Date Kaname 5 years ago through her husband, Okira Renju. Date and Renju were so-called old drinking buddies. Renju and Shoko had one child together, a daughter named Mizuki, the prime suspect of this case.
Oh. So the murdered lady that was stabbed to death with this ice pick is Mizuki's mum.
4 years ago, they were divorced. Shoko returned to using her maiden name, Nadami.
I should also give you this.
You can always watch the VODs later on. It's good to have you here, but if you need to sleep, don't force yourself to stay awake just to watch it.
It's a picture of Shoko. You'll need this when you're trying to get information, right? Since you don't have a cell phone.
I took Shoko's picture and put it in my pocket. About Mizuki.
Interrogators say she hasn't said a word since we found her.
The doctors say she's traumatized. She can't speak. She's seeing a specialist at Central Hospital right now.
Did you take her to the hospital after we found her?
Yeah.
Were you with her this whole time? You're like her legal guardian then.
No, she just lives with me.
The girl we found in the merry-go-round. She's 12 years old in the 6th grade. Certain circumstances brought us to live together, but we aren't blood related. Sort of like a stray cat that found her way into my home.
In any case, we're not going to get anything from her.
About Renju.
Have you picked up Renju yet?
He's at a police station nearby being interviewed. He's not a suspect yet, just standard procedure stuff.
Renju is Shoko's ex-husband and Mizuki's father. Not to mention, an old friend of mine.
I wonder what Renju was doing last night. I did call him a few times. He didn't answer.
He didn't?
No.
The local police tried his phone too, but they got the same result. No one was able to get a hold of him until this morning. We explained the situation to him, had him verify Shoko's corpse, and naturally started asking him questions.
Did we ever identify who called it in?
The person who reported the screaming?
Sleep well, Donuts. Thanks for hanging out.
Right.
Unfortunately, not yet.
What's the holdup?
They didn't identify themselves over the phone.
But you should have a location by now.
All we know is that it was a payphone.
A payphone? That's odd.
It is unusual. Whoever it was clearly didn't want us knowing their identity. They may have even been the killer.
I'm thinking the person who called was the one that put Mizuki in the column. Hi, Iba.
Hello!
No, not hello. I told you not to just pop out of nowhere like that.
I do not understand your concern. Boss knows me by now.
Well, still.
I've
been thinking a lot lately. If I have another mind inside me, am I really me?
Oh, it reminds me of something Arthur Rimbaud once wrote. I is another.
Meaning what?
You have to figure that out for yourself. That's the point.
So, about Iba.
Hey boss, is it possible to do something about her personality?
Don't ask me, I didn't create her. Get Pewter to tinker with her.
Wasn't the AI ball your idea though?
Yeah, but I didn't choose her personality or the way she talks. You can thank Pewter for that.
About my eye.
Hey, so... about my left eye.
Now's not the time to talk about that.
About I...
Hey, what does love mean to you?
What?
Where is this coming from?
Just answer the question.
Let me guess. You're asking me because the Japanese word for love is ai, right? Like a pun? I'm right, aren't I? You dork.
Maybe.
That hurts, you know.
Date, you know who she is. Who are you?
Is that a serious question?
Yeah.
We've been partners for 5 years. You know who I am.
Okay, back inside. No, not yet. You know, you are kind of cute, like that.
Aren't I? I receive that compliment frequently.
Your attitude isn't, though.
So, am I cute or not cute?
I was joking.
I don't understand your joke. Can you explain what's funny about it?
Nope, not cute at all. Why did you come out?
I haven't been getting a lot of exercise lately.
You're joking, right?
It's been 5 years since we first met. One day I got called into the control room and Pewter, the engineer, showed it to me.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Aiba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology. Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
Aiba's been living in my head ever since. She gathers info and runs analysis. She can also access wireless networks and hack into other computers. While she's in my eye socket, we communicate through an artificial nerve to my brain. It lets us talk without actually speaking. My left eyeball is Aiba. She sees things differently than I do. Boss is looking at Aiba. Why did you come out?
Okay, really now. What's the real reason you came out?
There is something I need to report to the boss.
To me?
Correct. I could have had the message relayed through Date, but that would have been less efficient. I concluded that it was better to have the both of you hear this together.
Aren't you wasting a lot of time explaining this?
Please listen quietly. I have determined who reported the crime.
Huh?
You have?
Who reported the crime?
I found the payphone that the caller used. It was near the location of the crime, Bloom Park.
Makes sense.
Thus, I decided to check the surveillance footage of any security cameras operating nearby.
Good thinking.
So you found a way into that database?
That is correct. That area has little foot traffic, even less at night. The time of the report was around 9 p.m. Cameras only caught one person in the area around that time. I analyzed the footage and was able to obtain a facial recognition match. They were registered as a person of interest in the police database.
Oh my god, who was it?
Ota?
Matsushita Ota, 24 years old, male.
And looks like a young kid.
I have marked his address on the map. That is all.
Date?
Way ahead of you, boss. Let's go, Aiba.
Affirmative.
When you are able to visit a new location, a destination map will appear in the bottom right of the screen. Open up the map and pick a destination. You can always check the tutorial by going to... Yeah, I know. Okay, back inside.
No,
I'm giving you an order.
does not compute.
My left eyeball is Iba. She sees things differently than I do. Matsushita Diner. Saturday, 10:18 a.m.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry we aren't open yet.
That's Ota's mum.
Oh, I'm not a customer. I'm here for something else. I'm with the MPD.
I flashed my badge.
Oh, heavens, no. Is my boy... Is Ota in trouble?
Calm down, ma'am. I'm just here to ask some questions.
She hurried out of the kitchen.
And you're Ota's...
His mother,
And your name, ma'am?
Mayumi Matsushita.
Miss Matsushita. Before we talk, could I make a request?
Mm?
Could you put that knife down, please?
Oh, goodness. Sorry.
Mayumi put the knife down on the table beside her.
A large jellyfish.
Sure. It's a large jellyfish in the middle of this restaurant here.
It's a round chair. Disposable chopsticks.
Salt, pepper, a blend of red cayenne and spices, and an unidentified liquid.
It says Mayumi's black sauce.
Neither of us can figure out what that sauce is. There's a menu on the table.
Kuroda Kazuaki's cheek boiled in red wine.
Let's hope that's not what it sounds like.
Does this remind you of your delinquent youth?
Hey now, don't judge a book by its cover. Besides, I have no memory of my youth.
I was about to say.
I wouldn't know.
I can see the kitchen area past the counter.
That is the autograph of Iruka from Dark Zone Kalimas.
Who?
Some celebrity's autograph. A beer ad on the wall.
She's cute.
You have zero standards, Kaname Date.
Nothing but a window.
A swimming door.
A swinging door.
Yep, a swinging door, not swimming door.
Do you want to see? It was delivered a little while ago.
Any idea what's inside it?
It's bound to be merchandise from that horrible succubus. She forces Ota to buy them. I know it.
Date, there's a paper slip on that cardboard box. Why not try enlarging the image?
The sender is Great Grin.
A popular online store.
The product description reads, solid model.
We should look inside. Use the X-ray mode.
Okay.
Now, what is this?
A solid PVC model of a person. known as a figure.
Looks like Tessa.
Something's
asset.
written on the base.
A-set.
The letters appear to be some kind of metal. The permeability of X-ray vision should make them legible.
A-set.
Yep, A-set.
Allow me to investigate. A moment, please.
Okay. That one's finished now. The item description says something about a solid model. It's a cardboard box. There's a delivery slip attached to it. Menus written on the wall on Tanzaku paper. It says good luck. It's a lucky cat statue.
What the hell?
Are you unfamiliar with the superstition? Imitating a cat's meow to a lucky cat statue grants that person happiness and luck.
Is that right?
This reminds me of the funniest props compilation I saw.
You reached pretty far back for that reference.
That's just the calendar. Thank goodness we have that. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what year it is. I'm kidding, of course.
It's November, but that calendar says January. Looking closely at it, even the year is wrong. This is old. An old calendar on the wall. It's a
Hands
clock.
off those hands. Just kidding.
Is this woman okay?
Uncertain, but she reminds me of you.
Ouch. The gears have stopped turning. Not unlike Mayumi. That's a bit rude. A low table. Still something in the package? Not that. It's a package for Ota. Why is it still green? The item description says something about a solid model. There we go, I reckon that's it. Yep, that's it. And I think that's everything in this room. About the weather.
The rain last night was pretty bad, wasn't it?
The rain? Oh, right, yes.
Huh. Tell me about your restaurant.
Oh, it's just a little diner. But not to toot my own horn or anything. We do get quite a lot of customers here. I manage it with my husband, but it can get pretty hectic during lunchtime.
Peculiar.
What?
This establishment is near the Kawasaki district that's been off limits for 8 years. That could mean... Never mind.
Huh?
What? Where is your husband?
That boy, he's been hanging out at this office building lately.